Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated Grand International Exposition of sacred Piprahwa relics related to Lord Buddha, titled The Light and the Lotus Relics of the Awakened One at the Repertoire Cultural Complex in New Delhi on Saturday. The exposition brings together for the first time the Piprahwa relics repatriated after more than a century with authentic relics and archaeological materials from Piprahwa that are preserved in the collections of the National Museum, New Delhi, and the Indian Museum, Kolkata. Addressing the gathering, Prime Minister remarked that after 125 years of waiting, India's heritage has returned, India's legacy has come back home.
गुलामी सिर्फ राजनीतिक और आर्थिक नहीं होती। गुलामी हमारी विरासत को भी तबाह कर देती है। भगवान बुद्ध के पवित्र रेलिक्स के साथ भी यही हुआ। गुलामी के कालखंड में इन्हें भारत से छीना गया, लेकिन भारत के लिए तो ये पवित्र रेलिक्स हमारे आराध्य का ही एक अंश है, हमारी सभ्यता का अभिन्न अंग है।
Prime Minister Modi also visited the historic exhibition that reunites the sacred relic jewels of Lord Buddha taken away during the colonial era with the Piprahwa relics and jewels preserved at the National Museum, New Delhi, and Indian Museum, Kolkata. The Piprahwa relics discovered in 1898 are among the earliest and most historically significant relics, deposits directly connected to Lord Buddha. Archaeological evidence associates the Piprahwa site with ancient Kapilavastu, widely identified as the place where Lord Buddha spent his early life prior to renunciation. And DD India correspondent Deepika joins us live from New Delhi. Deepika, tell us more about the legacy of these sacred Piprahwa relics and what does this exposition mean for the followers?
Good afternoon, Shibhendu. Well, after 127 years, these relics were brought back to India, and that was not an easy move. That was really a task for the government of India, because in the year 2025, when the government of India noticed that, so we said that they will be putting this on auction, and they enlisted these relics, these gems related to Lord Buddha. They immediately contacted the government, and they also sent a legal notice to Sotheby. After having a one-on-one conversation when the ministers visited the site, they came to this conclusion and they made all the efforts to bring back those relics back to India. So after those hard tasks, the government of India was successful in bringing back those sacred relics back to India. As you also told our viewers that these belong to the time when Gautam Buddha was possibly a child, and he used to wear all these gems and he used to adore all these gems. And when the announcement was made that these relics will be coming back to India, before that a world tour of it took place, and they went to different places, straight from Tibet to Vietnam to Thailand. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself said that when these relics were received by different countries, people not only came in large numbers and lakhs and crores to take a look, to take blessings from these relics, but they also, when they did not get the chance to reach out to the relics, they touched the Indian representatives, because they were so delighted, they were so happy with the fact that all these Indian representatives made the effort to bring back those relics back to India. And when Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated this exposition today, this international exposition today, he also shared that how his karma bhumi, his workplace is Sarnath, which is Varanasi, his constituency, and how Gujarat's Vadnagar, the place where Prime Minister Narendra Modi was born, is also holding significant moments, significant teachings of Lord Buddha. So this has been his connection, his personal connection with the teachings of Lord Buddha. And when we talk about today, it's been a legacy, and he said that this is a moment of great pride for the entire country and of course the world also, because we had a word with the monks here also who've come to witness this exposition from all across the world, and they said that they are really happy, and they are thanking the government for taking this initiative and bringing back these relics after 127 years back to the country.
Also, Deepika, Prime Minister Modi in his address spoke about how India celebrates the rich Buddhist traditions but also helps protect and preserve these traditions all across the world.
Vikasatpi and Viraspi, that has been the motto of and the vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, taking the rich cultural heritage and the rich cultural legacy of India to the world and making it recognized in the entire world with the kind of respect that is revered here in India. That has been the motto of Prime Minister Narendra Modi when we talk about it. And especially we can understand the fact with all the efforts that the government of India took place when they came to witness the fact that Sotheby's is going to put in auction. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself said it during the speech also that for the rest of the world and especially for Sotheby's, they may just be the gems which have been put in place for an auction, but for India it holds a spiritual value. For India it has a sacred value, and this is the rich cultural heritage of India when we talk about. And he said that this is not the only initiative that the government is taking. The Buddha circuit would also be created. That will be a networking area for all the Buddhism disciples. And not only this, all the places including the pagodas will be redeveloped like they have been redeveloped at the time of crisis, at the time of earthquakes, at the time of floods. Those affected areas where pagodas were there, with the help of the government, with the help of the respective state governments also, they've been redeveloped, and that will remain one of the key agendas of Prime Minister Narendra Modi as well, taking the legacy and taking the rich cultural heritage to not only an A-level grade when we talk about its production and when we talk about its restoration in the country, but also at the global level. And we saw that because Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the entire event did not only witness the participation of Buddha disciples, but several foreign dignitaries as well, that included the ambassadors of several countries as well. Shubhendu.
There, Deepika, thank you for joining us with those updates.